Good Monday morning. This always makes Mondays a little better. Brewing local. We get to talk about some of our favorite craft breweries here in San Diego. I'm Netta Iranpour. So glad you're joining us here on our streaming channel. Thank you, thank you. And today's very special. This near and dear to my heart because Kelsey McNair and I go way back. I love this, having him here with North Park Beer Company. You're the founder, the head brewer, Kelsey. Thank you for being with us today.
So happy to be here. It's awesome.
When I say way back, I mean, 2015, 2016, the picture that your wife found.
Yep, it's 2015.
So 2015, this was 11 years ago. Here it is, that image. I wanted to pull that up just to start things off because you had just won as the home brewer, the best home brewer. I can't even remember, but all these medals that are up, you were home brewing at the time. This was your house that you invited us into.
Yes.
One of the first stories I ever did on beer in San Diego. So it just means a lot that to see the success of you and your business, your family, how much has changed since that day. So Kelsey, let's talk about that. You started off home brewing, and now tell us the evolution of North Park Beer Company, kind of what happened since then.
Yeah, I mean, I started out home brewing, and I was making this IPA on a fairly regular basis. It was a beer called Hop Fu.
Hop Fu.
Hop Fu is the flagship beer of North Park Beer Company. And it's kind of the whole reason why the brewery exists at all. I was able to, win some pretty important awards with that beer as a homebrew. In the span of 5 years, it earned 3 gold medals and a silver in the national homebrew competition.
Let's see them. Show them. There you go. And that was early on. Like, that was when you were making it out of your garage?
Yes.
Wow. It's wild to think. And that many awards, that, says a lot. Obviously, it's a good recipe you had there.
Yeah, for sure.
And you were doing this for fun, right?
I was, but, I just got this, big ball of passion, behind it. And, I was in the video games industry at the time, and I just kind of had a total passion shift where it was like, I really want to do this, and I want to figure out how to make a living out of it, but I also want to be in control of my own ship. So I want to open my own brewery, and
that's awesome.
Yeah, so I chased that.
Nice, you chased that passion. There were people that fully supported it too to get this all going, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I've got a bunch of investor partners, and they're all awesome. And some of them were also from the home brewing community, and they were just like, well, I'm at a point in my life where I couldn't do that myself, but boy, I'd really love to support it. And yeah.
That's great. We, I think, have some pictures of you when you were home brewing back in the day, doing that garage work. Now you have a bigger space.
Yes, much larger.
Okay. So tell us, obviously, we've been to your North Park spot many, many times. I go to your Bakersfield spot all the time. But you have 3 locations now.
That's right.
So you went from garage to now what? Tell us about these spots you have.
Yeah, okay. So 2016, we opened up the brewery in North Park. That's on the corner of University in Ohio. And it's a fairly large space. We've got a mezzanine. It's got a 15-barrel brew house. We've got 11 different fermentation tanks. And then
that's where like most of the brewing happens.
That's
then,
where
right?
all of the brewing happens.
Okay,
100%.
And now the canning.
Yes, and we are we didn't launch as a brewery that wanted to package beer as much as we wanted to sell it, by the pint over the counter directly to the guest. Try and give a great hospitality experience along with that beer. Be able to tell our story. COVID, forced us into, we were basically painted into a corner where it's like, well, we can't do that anymore. And so we had to do this huge shift where we put 100% of the beer we were making into cans, and we pushed to full capacity during that time.
Wow. That was not part of the plan, but you had to pivot.
We did.
And you made you started canning everything where before you were pouring, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So adding a canning line to the mix. Wow. Which I'm glad you do because I like having hot food in my refrigerator. Not going to lie. Many options there now. Because every time I go, I'm like, which ones can I take home with me too? So that's important.
Yeah.
Yeah, you created a fan base. I mean, what can I say?
Love it. Love to hear it. It's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's great. And so you have that spot, North Park. You can't miss it, right under the sign. And then what else? What other locations?
Yeah, so in 22, we opened up our Bankers Hill kitchen and tap room.
Okay.
That was our first in-house culinary endeavor.
Yeah.
And so, we do smash burgers and hand-cut fries, and it's a scratch kitchen. The brewery, on the other hand, shortly after we opened, we had a food partner in there. And they recently made an exit, and we were able to introduce food at that location just starting very soon.
Yeah.
And in 24, we opened our pizza shop out in Crown Point. So that has a totally different culinary program from our Bankers Hill location.
Okay. And you have a passion for pizza too.
I do. Yeah. I'm a pizza nerd. I worked really hard developing a dough recipe, trying to be, a New York inspired style.
Nice.
So yeah,
and it's done well, right? People have followed the pizza.
We get a lot of comments from folks that come in from New York and New Jersey, and they're like, "This is the best version of this style I've had in San Diego." And I'm not just saying that. Like I've seen the Yelp reviews that say that. So it's
the East Coasters like the West Coast pizza.
They like it. Yeah. So.
Very nice. We're gonna take a quick break here right now, but I know coming up after the break, we'll talk more about your new kitchen, what you'll be serving there in your North Park location, and also I want to show some of those awards you got there, Kelsey. So keep it here. We'll be back in just 2 minutes. Welcome back here with Kelsey McNair, also known as Mr. Hop Fu, the creator of this wonderful beer that has now, I feel like has a cult following in itself, but rightfully so. I mean, the judges seem to agree. They like it too. It's not just all of us craft beer drinkers. The judges obviously know too. So tell us some of the awards that you have for Hop Fu itself, and what other awards have you won?
Yeah, so it's been great to be able to repeat some of the success that Hop Fu had, as a homebrew in a commercial setting. It kind of validates that it was something important back then, and it maintains importance.
Nice, even on a larger scale.
Yes. Okay. So we won our first major commercial award, the Great American Beer Festival.
Awesome.
We got a bronze in 22, but then the same year we got a gold medal
Let's see it. Hold it up.
The World
there you
Beer
go.
Cup.
World Beer Cup. That's huge.
Yeah.
So the world agrees.
Yes, that's the Olympics of beer. That's international judges. It's it's a massively entered competition.
Yeah.
And in the World Beer Cup, we've been able to repeat success a couple of times now.
Okay,
we're in 24. Awesome. We got a silver medal for Hop Fu, and 26. We just now got another silver medal for Hop Fu. So
congratulations! That's awesome, Kelsey. I mean, so glad to hear that. And obviously, it says a lot about the quality. No matter how different the operation may be from your garage, the quality is still there, and you're constantly improving upon it, right?
Yeah, I consider our beers to be dynamic in that they're not constantly changing in a way that makes them different. They're like I find that perfection is not real, so it's just a quest to continue to move things along, keep them relevant. If I was making the recipe that Hop Fu was when I first brewed it as a homebrew, which was 2007, that beer would not, it wouldn't hold up to time.
Gotcha.
Like
things
beers,
have changed along the way. Yeah.
People's palates, the preferences, and I'm always trying to make that beer, as saturated with hops as it can be.
Okay.
While still being very balanced and enjoyable.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Very good. And it has created its own kind of path, if you will. Like there's a lot of other foos.
Yes.
Tell us about some of those that we can explore now.
Yeah. So, Hop Fu is a 7.5%, West Coast American style IPA.
Do you want to hold just the original?
So,
I love that you have
so
this.
So this was the first time we canned Hop Fu. That was from the first
original
run. But
can.
Yeah, but this is what Hop Fu, looks
Beautiful.
like and has for the last several
yes,
years.
That's what I just finished in my fridge this weekend. So
love it.
Very good.
Awesome.
But yeah, there's other versions. So.
Yeah. So we occasionally we'll make double Fu, which is like a double IPA version. Okay. We'll make triple Fu once a year. And then we make a micro Fu. We do NZ Fu, which is a New Zealand hopped version of Hop Fu. And then we like to pick out, there's 7 different hops in Hop Fu. We like to pull out the individual ones sometimes and make the Disciples of Foo,
Nice.
where it's focused just on one hop. It's a really fun kind of, little brand family that we like to, just have fun with.
And when you release these, does it bring all the people? I mean, I'm assuming it's not just me and my friends that always flock to you. There's a lot of.
People do get really excited when we
Yeah.
make some of these variants. We do like a gold edition hop Foo that's triple dry hopped, and people really like that one too. So
nice. That's awesome. I love that. And now let's talk about the kitchen, because obviously when you come to your North Park location now, there was the sausages and things that people were able to eat, but now you've totally changed your kitchen operation. Tell us what you've done.
Yeah. So we have an amazing culinary director, Sam Navarro, and he's helped us, execute at the highest level some really amazing food at all three locations. And at North Park, we're launching. It's a pretty diverse menu. It checks a lot of boxes. We've got tacos, we've got smash burgers, we've got hand cut fries,
Nice.
we've got fried platters, we've got karage chicken,
Cool.
we've got some amazing salads. We're doing fish for the first time. We isolate
Wow.
our fryers so that we are not like putting, a certain protein in where the fries go. Like each
Okay.
one's dedicated. So we have 3 fryers now, and we're doing fish. So we've got fish and chips and Baja fish tacos.
Fun.
Got an awesome fish sandwich.
Okay. We have that seafood loving community
Yeah,
here, of
for
course.
sure.
And your burgers, of course, are a big hit
Yeah.
at Bankers Hill. I mean,
Yeah.
I think my kids smash like 2 each, and they're 3 and 7.
That's awesome.
They are huge fans of them. But yeah, so now to see the kitchen expand, tell me why that is, why you wanted to take that on. That's a big operation.
Yeah. For me, it's about delivering a complete experience.
Okay.
I think that food and beer are like, best enjoyed together.
Yeah.
So you're not having like that whole experience if you're just, having a beer and then going somewhere else. It's like, I'd much rather serve you, as a guest, like all of it, give you great hospitality, give you amazing beer, and then serve you awesome food. So
Do like a pairing situation that would work for any of the
potentially,
things. Yeah, if you'd like. I love it. We're going to take a quick break here, but we'll be right back to talk more about what you're serving up there at North Park Beer Company. So stay with us. Welcome back here. Okay, so now I got to go back to North Park to find the new menu.
Yes.
Experience all the yummy food there. And then I was checking on Artist Hard because I do love that beer. So you're saying you're canning that now?
Yeah, we are today.
Okay.
We
That's a fun one. Tell me even the origin of that Artist Hard.
That's a good story, actually. So I was a West Coast IPA brewer through and through.
Yeah.
Hazy IPA started to like hit the scene around the time we were opening the brewery, and I was pretty like apprehensive and not super into it. North Park used to have a big Festival of the Arts that would happen, so I decided that I wanted to make a hazy IPA. So my first attempt might as well have just been a West Coast IPA that
Really?
didn't have any
Didn't do it.
findings in
Okay.
it, so it was not filtered effectively, and so we made that for that event. It was popular, but I was like tasting what people really appreciated out of that style, and I was like, I'm so far off the mark.
Okay.
And so I decided, I was like, this beer is going to be me figuring it out. So
nice.
Artist Hard, like, in a name, kind of like all tied together.
I love that.
In that way. And then, while we started canning heavily during the pandemic, I was like, I want to own this style. Like,
Okay,
I really want to
good.
figure it
Yes.
out. And so we make a lot of hazy IPAs now.
Yeah. I mean, literally, Artist Hard is like one of my favorite hazies in San Diego. And that says a lot, right?
Well, yeah, love to
And
hear
I'm a
that.
big fan of hazies. So I was one of those early on customers, I think, who was
Awesome.
like, excuse me. But you got it. No, that's great. And so that one you're canning. What else can we buy in the 4-pack form these days?
So we can every Monday,
Okay.
sometimes into Tuesday, and we'll release 3 or 4 beers every week.
Okay.
And those are available on Wednesdays. We do online pre-sale from our website. Some of our releases do tend to sell out very quickly.
Yeah. Wow. So Wednesdays, that's when you go Get there early. Wait in a line if you need to. It's worth it. I love it. And you do a lot of collaborations, I noticed, with Russian River especially.
Yeah, we've done Elder Foo.
Yeah, Elder Foo, which we went and totally partook in that, and it was awesome. And there were so many fans of both breweries, yours and Russian River, here in San Diego, which says a lot. I mean, they're one of the top as well.
Absolutely.
So they have seen lines out their door many years as well. So it is nice. How did that collaboration come to be?
I was on a podcast with Evan Price from Green Cheek and Vinny, and we just kind of became friends at that point and kept in touch. And at some point, I built up enough courage to ask him if he'd down to brew a collab, and he said he would. So.
That's so nice. Okay, so it's like literally as like pure as it can be. Like, hey, as friends to now collaborators in that, and I mean, obviously, it does very well. The fact that you have Russian River on your menu too says a lot about the friendship. Right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And do you do a lot of collaborations too with other breweries?
We do. Yeah. I've made a lot of friends in the industry, all across the country. I've done some, global collaborations,
nice.
We're always, finding fun ways to get together, talk about beer, talk shop, make a beer together. It's always a lot of fun.
Yeah, and all of that happens in North Park. That's all right there, the facility. Those tanks are right there where people are like dining now. And so that's pretty cool. It's pretty special to know that you could be among with the brewing, all the magic happening. Tell me now, as far as, what's to come, like this week, for example, what beers are you working on? What can we expect here soon?
We're always brewing, a lager beer. We're always brewing a hazy and a West Coast. I mean, that's kind of like our format. Occasionally we're brewing, we'll brew some stouts. We'll barrel age some stuff. We brew pub styles, Scottish ale, just kind of a whole, range of things. It's just kind of like whatever makes sense to keep the beer board exciting and provide a great array of things.
Okay. And then as more people demand like one thing, you're like, okay, fine, we'll make more of this.
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
Yeah. And because we only have one truly core beer that's hop foo, we, have a lot of flexibility and don't have to slave to one direction. We can easily just, plug stuff into the schedule, change the schedule if we need to.
Keeps it flexible and like, the creativity going.
Yes.
Are you back there brewing still? On your
no.
Okay.
I have an amazing team of brewers. Yeah. Tyson, John, and Moose. They're doing great work, and I make sure that I still write all the recipes.
You do.
And
okay.
Yes. Yeah. The creative piece of it is really what I thrive on.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Do you still have your homebrew operation in the garage?
It's in the garage.
It
is very much covered in dust.
Okay. Your tanks have expanded since then. Since those days. I mean, even like you had a menu up on your wall, like your homebrew operation.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. But yeah, this is Kelsey back in 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Maybe? No.
Not 10 years ago. That was probably like 2006 or 2007.
Wow. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. And like to think you were also in the video gaming world, which what was that, more computers kind of thing? Data?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I was an art director.
Art director.
Yeah,
okay. So the creativity's always been there. Nice.
Yes.
That's great. And yeah, now like running these businesses. I mean, these are multiple businesses now, it seems, that you're running. What part of, are you able to use any of that in this new world? I mean, do those skills somehow collide?
I think that, art, I think beer is an art form.
Yeah.
I think brewing and, the creative process behind it, there's a lot of parallels. I was a 3D artist, so I had to deal with a lot of, technical challenges. And I definitely feel like there's similarities, just in the thought process and, how that all works. But
okay. And I mean, to run these businesses, it takes a lot of knowing how to, the numbers and the things and what makes sense and what doesn't. And it looks like you pivoted well when you needed to.
Did. Yes.
That's great. Can we also show that award right there? What was the one that you said? Brewery of the Year?
Yeah, this was in 22. We were awarded the Great American Beer Festival brewer and brewery of the year.
That's awesome. That's huge. That's great.
Yeah, that was a massive, that felt great.
Yeah.
So.
And we, obviously the San Diego Beer News Awards that happens here locally. Thanks, Brandon Hernandez. He, I feel like, calls your name up multiple times every single year for all those awards.
I am so happy that the fan base out there votes for us for that. It's such a fun event. I love that event.
And being together with all the people in this industry. Tell me what that's like for you. And I'm sure you've seen a lot of people from their garage to now seeing success in what they're doing.
Totally.
What's that been like?
I mean, I love the scene, the industry, everybody, I don't know. When I was in the video games industry, it's like highly competitive. Everybody's tight-lipped, and and nobody talks about their trade secrets.
Okay.
And here we collaborate and share things. It's just it's wonderful.
It's nice. Yeah, very supportive. One does well, everyone does well.
Yes.
You want the best for each other. So that's awesome. So as far as where people need to go now, we got North Park you mentioned, and then the Bankers Hill spot and the pizza spot, right?
Yes.
I call it the pizza spot.
Yeah.
Is that
it's
okay?
The pizza shop.
Crown Point, the pizza shop. So yes, that's awesome. And then of course Wednesday's the day to get any new releases.
That's right.
Good to know. You have my calendar booked now. I'm like
awesome.
ready to try it all. That's great. Kelsey, is there anything else you wanted to say about your brewery or anything that you wanted to say to craft beer lovers out there?
I mean, if you want to, get more info, our website's northparkbeerco.com. We're at North Park Beer Co. on Instagram. We're on Facebook. So,
Perfect.
yeah.
You know where to find them. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Kelsey. It was great to have you here.
Thanks, Nathan.
Of course. We're going to take a quick break, but keep it here. We'll be right back. Thank you so much for joining this episode of Brewing Local with North Park Beer Company. You can catch the whole episode at cbs8.com/brewing-local, and we will see you next Monday at 10:30. Have a great day.